Hey guys, I think I'm live. Well, at least I am alive, but I think that my broadcasting is also live. But I'm the only one here. So I started the Hangout, and Google Hangout used to have, at least I thought they had. Getting old, so my brain's not working as well as it used to. But I thought you could just originally start a Hangout, invite a whole bunch of folks, and then click a button that made it go from a private hangout to a live hangout. Maybe it's still in there and I'm just an idiot. That's probably what really is going on. But anyway, I couldn't figure it out. It was too complicated for me, and I'm a tech guy, so I'm kind of like embarrassed and emasculated a little bit right now. But I started an on-air hangout, and now I'm here, but I don't know if the other people that were on the original hangout are able to figure out how to get in. So, yeah, that's where we're at. You didn't really miss anything. I know this is about like 20 minutes later than when we originally wanted to start. To be honest with you, I'm actually kind of amazed that we're even broadcasting anything at this point. So if you were looking for a well-organized, well-executed delivery of video game-related content, it's not going to be in this episode. Not even. Just let's get that out of the way right now. No, this is going to be us testing the waters, making sure everything works. Us may actually mean just me if the others aren't able to join in. So I'm going to go actually to the web, the forum right now, and see how folks are doing, because I sent out some invites, but I'm still the only one here. Let's see. Reload. All right, yeah, I don't see folks jumping in. Ah, there you go. I can see me staring right back at me. We all want to be big stars, but we don't know how, and we don't know why. But when everybody loves me, I'll be just about as happy as I can be. Right, Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones and me, gonna be big stars. All right, I don't know where the other people are, so let me try to invite them and see if they can make it in here. Invite people. Gonna invite. Add names. Circles. Everyone in your circles, except the ones you're just following. Extended circles. All right, well, I'm already inviting them. So while I'm waiting for them, I'm going to do some really interesting stuff. That might have been a lie. I might be doing some boring stuff, but claiming that it's interesting. So Hangout Toolbox, accept, and I'm going to bam, ha, look at that. Check out that. I've got like a name, like title thing down in my screen, like I'm pro. Let's see. Still not seeing my other folks here. I've got 4 viewers. Wow. Whoever is watching this train wreck, I'm sorry, especially if you're on the East Coast, because for you it's like almost 12 o'clock and you're looking at a bald 35-year-old like try to figure out how to work his computer. I mean, it's probably about as fun as a visit to your mom's house, right? Unless you are a mom, in which case I probably just offended you. So I'm sorry that you're a mom that doesn't know how to use computers. My dad doesn't know how to use computers either, so it's not like a gender thing. So it's really just more of a computer illiteracy thing. Yeah. So, and of course I'm projecting right now. So if I'm saying that you're terrible at computers, it's really because I'm terrible at computers and I need to build myself up by tearing other people down. So I keep hearing some noises. Those noises don't look like they mean that there are people here. Oh, maybe it's the number of viewers. As the viewers goes up, it looks like it plays certain tones, and as the viewers goes down, it plays other tones. So we had 4 people in the original Hangout that I was not able to broadcast. Now, I don't know what happened to those people, frankly. Let me reload. Won't let me join. Picture quality is excellent. I'm in Atlantic time and it's 1 a.m. Ha ha ha. Devon? How do you pronounce that? Is it Devon? Is it Devon? Like, can you give me like in VG Collect like the phonetic, like how I actually pronounce that? Because I want to get it right. Because you, my friend, are amazing. It is 1 a.m. We have no actual structure to the show right now. It's really just me kind of like rambling as I hope that other people can join in. And like a trooper, man, you're right there, hanging in. So we need to have this in order to get to the point where we can actually have a solid show with a structure. Some of the stuff that we want to do, all the stuff that you guys discussed, doing the top 10s, covering video game music, things like that. I know folks that are in, bands and things like that that do game, covers of game music and that kind of stuff. But before you can get there, you have to know how to like, make a video. So trying to figure that out today. I appreciate you hanging in there. All right, so T. Pugmire is, I'm watching the video. How do I get in? There should be a join link because I did make it public. So anybody should really be able to come in. I've sent out invites to everybody in my circle. So everyone should actually have gotten an invite. I'm not really, you know what? I think I actually just figured it out. You guys are, I think, in a different circle than the one that I did this for. So I think this actually gave me a different Google Hangout. This one probably did my Google Hangout associated with my YouTube account, not the one associated. Yeah, sure enough. That was it. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to log into my other account. I just have too darn many accounts. That's all there is to it. View my profile. All right. I'm going to go into you guys that are in my circles. I'm going to add you guys in. All right. Wow, this is such a train wreck. All right, so in my circles. Wow, I can't even figure out how to see like what circles I have. I hope Google, if you're watching, I hope you watch periodically like on-air hangouts of people trying to use your product, especially idiots like me, because I'm a tech guy, and if I can't like just bumble click my way through and get this stuff to work, oh my goodness, heaven help everybody else. I just want to see my list of circles so that I can go to the circle I have on my personal account and copy all those people over into my YouTube account, because you wouldn't let me use my personal account because I don't have a YouTube account, because I didn't want to create another YouTube account when I already have a YouTube account. And that was just an experiment to see how many times I could say YouTube account before I got sick of hearing myself say it. All right, guys, here's the deal. What you're going to have to do is there's another user that you're going to have to basically, you guys are going to have to become, you're going to have to send me a new connection request on this account that I currently have. So wow, that's awesome. That feature is disabled. All right. Group chat is useless because there is no group, because I'm the only one in the group. Basically, what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to need to not be a retard is what I need to do. So if you guys go to the event, yep, I don't. All right, guys. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know if you guys are watching the video. You're not gonna be able to invite me using my old account because YouTube is doing something stupid. What we need to do is I need to add him to my circles. See, I got a list of circles on my phone. It was simple. I just click circles and then it shows me everybody in my circles. On the browser, I have to click like 80 damn times and still I don't see anything that even remotely shows me all my circles. Google. Quality control purposes. Take notes. All right. So all right. I'm going to try to invite more people, but it's not going to work because I have no friends on this account. Actually, well, yeah, we won't get into real life, but I promise I have actual friends, at least the people that I pay to provide me with weekly therapy. They claim to be my friends. It costs extra, but they claim to be my friends. So I have friends. I have friends. All right. So I'm going to go here. Google Plus. Friends. Aha, there we go. Can I do a, I can search that circle. View my circles. There we go. Look at that. I don't even know how I got there. Just whatever. All right, so now I can actually see all the people in my stuff, and there is dash reproduction. Great. Now, as in another browser, I'm going to post as dash reproduction. I'm going to post a link for you guys, and you're going to have to friend this new version of myself. That's right. I have multiple personalities. All right. Add account. Awesome. Did it work? Yes. You had me a hello? Kiss? Sweet. All right. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to create a new group here. I'm going to add a whole bunch of you guys over here. Let's see. What I need you guys to do is I need you guys to add dash V Productions to your circle. So send a friend request to dash V Productions. And I'm actually going to share this with invite more. I'm going to invite myself, my other self. How many people with my name can there be in the world? Apparently at least one more person. There I am. Invite. Oh, there we go. Now I'll go back to my other self. Me. Ah, there we go. All right. And I'm going to share that post with bam. All right, guys. Everybody on my normal account, this should be not confusing. Everybody on my normal account, you should be able to see what I just shared, and you should be able to join in. All right, great. Great. Lots of people coming in. All right. Great. It doesn't look like they're able to join yet, but we're making progress. I can at least see now that they're here. This is really weird. One of them was shared privately, the other was shared publicly. You should be able to join. All right. I'm getting defeated. I'm getting defeated by technology. Okay, why do there gotta be so many Foxes? Everybody that I type in, there's like 8 billion copies of that name. I just want to have set number of people here. 6 viewers. Can I see who the viewers are? Will you show me the viewers? You will not show me the viewers. That would be super easy because then I could click the viewer. It would show me the list of viewers, and then I should just be able to say, hey, send this viewer an invite and let them join my Hangout. That would be so cool. But then that would make it easier to use, and so we can't have that. Man, this is like playing an NES game. It's just brutal hard. Ooh, what was that? I just heard a special noise. I didn't hear that noise before. What's going on? 3 people are going to watch. All right. This really, I have to be doing something just totally, completely wrong because it should not be this ridiculously difficult. 6 viewers. All right, guys. I'm in a video call. Add people. All right, I'm attempting now to take friends. Found it. If you go to friends, and then you go to in this circle, then view my circles, it'll actually show you. Dude, seriously. All right, apparently now it's getting confused as to which account I'm logged into. Friends. In the circle. View my circles. Haha, I'm figuring out your wily ways. All right, here's the one that I actually wanted. All right, I'm gonna try, first I'm gonna try Red Blaze 57 because I don't know how many Red Blaze 57s there's gonna be here on the interwebs. There's only one. God bless you, Red Blaze 57. You are getting an invite. To the Hangout. Get your ass to the Hangout. Probably went to bed. Doesn't even care about me. Some retard. By the way, I hope I didn't insult anybody that's mentally handicapped by insinuating that they're like me. I apologize. I didn't mean to. All right. So the next one, Red Bearded Gamer. We're gonna try you. Let's see. Oh my goodness! I hear somebody. Red Blaze. Wow, that's great. Now we are a show with 2. We're like a legit show now. We could just. All right, we're good.
Almost.
We're good. Time's almost up, but that's all right. Now we're 2. All right. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to entertain people while I figure out how to invite the rest of the guys, because I'm an idiot. So the next one.
Alright, I don't know, I don't even see anything right now.
I can definitely see when you talk it presents you forward, so
Yeah, no, right now my screen is frozen except for the little preview that I have of myself.
awesome. Trust me, it works. The rest of us can see you just fine. So we'll work that out once I get at least some other folks on here, and then maybe we can at least get maybe 15 minutes of actual discussion about video games, which would still be more minutes of actual video game discussion than I expected we would get out of the tech rehearsal. So.
Alright, yeah, no, I'm actually kind of got my TV screen on it right now, so I'm seeing myself now.
Great. All right. I'm gonna add red bearded.
I'm just probably going to just grab random objects and just show them off. I don't know.
Oh, red bearded gamer, there you are. Woo-hoo! You are now getting an advite. Advite. I don't even. Is that like even a word? Whatever. So there. I just gave him an invite. Now, Foxshot, you're the next one.
So weird, actually, seeing myself up there.
If it makes you feel any better, you're weird looking. No, I'm just kidding. You're not weird looking. I just say random stuff when I'm.
I know I'm weird looking. You don't have to tell me.
I don't think I'm one to actually talk about people looking weird. So
I'm a guy with long hair. What do you expect?
All right, so awesome. Instead of adding somebody, I just punched their name into chat. Wow, I'm gonna have to rethink this whole time at 8:30 thing.
Hey, there he is.
There we go. So, Foxshot, if you're still around, you should have just gotten an invite. Now I got to get Mr. Nikon on here. Mr. Nikon and his magical dog of wonderful powers. I have no idea where I was going with that. I just kind of threw random stuff at them. Alright. Add people. Charles. Ah, there you are, dude. Add people. Alright, I think I actually managed to do it. Wow, that was way more difficult than I had anticipated it would be. Yeah. Alright. So hopefully folks are actually able to see this. So anybody that's following the link in VG Collect, they go straight to the live stream, right? The only problem is I'd assume that once we made it live, people could kind of jump in, but it still wants me to invite them. The main issue that we had was I have a separate account for all my YouTube stuff from my actual Google Plus stuff because I created my YouTube account before Google owned YouTube, and I created my Gmail account separate. So even though I've joined the two together, it doesn't seem to know. It seems to want them to be separate Google Plus accounts, which is kind of dumb. So now everybody that's on my normal Google Plus does me no good on my YouTube one. So that's why I was having trouble inviting you guys, and that's why you didn't initially see my invites. So, because I wasn't able to share, I literally had nobody in my circles because I'm a loser. So, at least not on my YouTube channel. Mr. Nikon, welcome back. That is not something you're going to use to do unholy things to me because I screwed this up so bad, is it?
Not really.
Oh my goodness, one of you guys has a sword.
Yeah.
The other guy has this weird like orange rod thing. I'm like seriously concerned for myself.
Hey God, wait a second.
I've got Arnold Palmer on a stick.
All right. That's definitely something I don't want to encounter in a dark alley. So now I did notice, for you guys, maybe it carried over if you guys created the preset previously. The little tag down in the bottom of the screen so that folks know who we are when we're rambling.
Yeah, like I said pre-discussion, I can't do anything from the tablet.
That's right, you did say that. So, Red, welcome back.
Thanks.
Other Red. Welcome back to you two, though. All right, Jeremy, I can't hear you. Are you on mute, my friend? I'm sorry, Fighter Pilot 562. Do you read? All right, I'm not able to hear him for some reason. But he is with us in spirit.
He's on radio silence.
He is radio silence. So, a couple of things that I thought would be really cool that unfortunately are not working. The Google Live Hangout has this ability to do Q&A, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be live. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do old school. I'm going to like refresh the VG Collect page and just see in that one forum thread what people are posting. There's probably like 8 million posts of like Dash V is an idiot. All well-founded, by the way. But I want to make sure that folks that are in the forums but just kind of watching, I don't want this to be something where we just kind of talk at them. I'd like it to be something where they can provide input and feedback and stuff, even while we're going. So maybe we decide we're going to do a show on Blaster Master and they convince us to do a show on Destiny instead. Probably not going to happen because I think that game blows, but...
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Oh, wow. I expect to do incite like major rage or outrage, but I think we're going to get along just fine. All right. All right. So, guys, one of the things that we can kind of talk about while I'm looking up the thread, I thought it was actually, we've had a couple pretty cool threads this week on the forum. Specifically, we had a forum poster who asked whether or not we were ever ashamed to be gamers. He was coming from the standpoint of, have you ever seen gamers act in a way that was so embarrassing that you just didn't want to be associated with that aspect of being a gamer? And I thought it was a really interesting, interesting question. There's definitely some stereotypes out there. We all just are fat and we sit at home in our basement.
Can you guys hear me?
PlayStation. Hey, Red.
I don't know what's going on with mine, but I think it's working now.
Welcome back, Fighter Pilot. You broke the radio silence.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So yeah, I was just curious as what your guys' thoughts were. I voiced my opinion. I try not to get too caught up with how other people behave being a reflection on me. I try to make it clear that my actions and my behaviors shouldn't reflect groups of people either. I have my own opinions and I have my own, strengths and weaknesses. Doesn't necessarily mean that somebody else that happens to like Mario Brothers has those same strengths and weaknesses. But what are you guys? What are your thoughts on that topic?
What's the question?
I don't know. I don't really think that there's anything that I can add to that.
No? So, Mr. Knight,
no,
have you ever been ashamed? Anybody ever brought you to shame for, oh, please don't associate me with that?
Not really, not me.
So, well, this is kind of a test because, this show was, going to do that. So I think the first half hour is me like talking about how I don't know how to use Google Plus, and yet you all still logged in after a half hour of that. So, all right.
Yeah.
What about you, Fighter Pilot? Ever been ashamed because of other people?
Not really. Like when people say, "Oh, you collect old video games," I don't care what they think. That's just me. Like, oh, that's for nerds, or you should go out and club. And like, clubbing doesn't interest me. You can go do that, but I'd rather collect old school video games.
Yeah, I kind of that was another thread. It wasn't posted this week, but it was actually posted, I think, a week or two ago. What was really interesting, I thought, was somebody posted something about this generation and what we thought of the current generation of consoles. And I guess I don't know. I still consider myself a gamer, definitely, and anybody that's seen my living room can testify. It's like it's where video games go to live. But I just can't get into the new generation. I don't know what it is. Maybe my gamer gene is broken, but I just can't get into Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It's just not doing it for me.
Yeah, for the most part.
Lack of good games.
For the most part, for me, it's been the Wii U that I've been playing the most.
Yeah, actually, I've got a lot of mileage out of my Wii U as well. I really did. I left that one out. Oversight, but I'm definitely digging the Wii U. Fighter Pilot, you were going to say?
Actually, I've been playing PS4 a lot. I don't know if you guys know this. The DLC for the Heist comes out next week for GTA 5. So,
Okay.
To that.
So what are you? What are your like? What drew you to the PS4? What made you make the jump this early? The library's kind of small, that kind of thing. I know.
It was Black Friday sale. I had to jump on it. It was GTA 5 and The Last of Us. I had to do it.
Yeah, for me, it was Infamous. That was the big one for me. And I got it off my friend for like $100 less.
You're talking Second Son?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one really tempted me, but it wasn't. Once it's hit the bargain bin, and the consoles dropped about $100, that'll probably be one of my first pickups for the PS4. That and the second pickup will probably be Tomb Raider Remastered, or what do they call it? Tomb Raider Definitive Edition.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, it's mainly also been Guilty Gear as of late and Samurai Warriors.
Nice. By the way, for anybody that was watching in the first half hour where I was the idiot that didn't know how to use Google Plus, I now have confirmation. The pronunciation of his username is DevIn, or maybe it's Dev-in. I'm not sure. I think he was trying to break it up by like the syllable.
I think he's trying to break it up.
Yeah, but you'll always be Dev-in to me. So if you're still watching, you're a trooper. Thanks for continuing to watch. The first time is usually the roughest, so that's what she said. Any female viewers that I just offended with that remark? It was all Mr. Nikon. He told me to say it. He like wrote it in the chat window, and I'm like, no, I can't say that. That's like insulting. And he's like, dude, just say it. So it's his fault. It's not me. I'm just a pawn.
I did nothing of the sort. I did nothing.
You guys having good pickups this week?
I picked some stuff. I picked some stuff up today, actually.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got a Sega Genesis, the visual one, Goodwill, $4.99.
Nice.
Also, original PlayStation, $4.99.
Nice.
And what's this? Spyro Hero's Tale.
Oh, okay.
$3.99. Couple punk records. And Atari Video Olympics and Monkey Shines for the Odyssey 2. So.
Nice. My pickups this week were kind of lame. Well, not lame, but nothing spectacular. Not compared to Flea. I think the Flea picked up 8 copies of Earthbound for $1. A copy of You know, Legend of the Mystical Ninja for like 50 cents. It seems
It doesn't matter how good you do, the flea will beat you.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was one
Okay.
week like I had this giant pickup. I'd gotten like tons of games that I thought were just like spectacular across like all these systems, and I was so excited. And it took me like half an hour to like just write the post and everything, and I push it, and then the flea's like, bam! That was like one of the ones where he's like, found 2 copies of Earthbound today for $1. I'm like, ah, I want to die. But I just replied, nice pickup.
I would love to see his game.
You know, there was a few times where I would write down my pickups, it'd look good, and where then all of a sudden the flea comes and just the post right after make me look ashamed.
Yeah, yeah. He's a great guy, though. He's a really, anybody that is interacting with him, super great guy. He had for a while, you can still, I encourage folks that aren't aware of it, that maybe have just recently joined VG Collect, I encourage them to search for Fireside Chats. The Flea did a series of Fireside Chats where he talked about old retro game systems, and it was really, really interesting. Some of the history behind these systems and his personal history with some of these systems. So the guy is a font of not just hard-to-find games, but also of knowledge. So really great guy.
Yeah, also definitely check out the pictures that he put of his game room.
Oh God, I was jealous when I saw that.
Yeah,
He's got those lock boxes and all that.
oh my goodness.
It's like
The
Fort
guy,
Knox over
like,
there.
Anyways, to get back on topic of pickups.
Devin just actually said that I was 100. Well, he just said, I think, like 20 minutes ago, because I'm a jackass and haven't been reading the comments. But he said I'm 100% correct. Destiny blows.
Works for me.
So nice, awesome. Okay.
But yeah, anyways, pickups, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
All right. I know somebody was asking about this in the chat.
Oh, Kirby.
oh
The
yeah.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So I'm going to put this in later and play it.
nice.
And I'll also picked up another Sonic Amiibo and Mega Man.
Nice.
Nice.
And I have a Link Figma on order.
Yeah, my 2 pickups
That's it for
were
me.
I got Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black, both for the original Xbox, or the Xbox 180, as I like to call it. And I picked up a 3DO light gun, which I actually got a really decent deal on eBay. I found the secret with eBay is to just be patient.
Yeah.
Secret for me is not to use it.
Yeah, with the gun in particular, I was seeing lots of people selling the 3DO light gun for like $100. Totally not worth it. I lost a bidding war actually for one, for about, when you included shipping, it was going to be like $75. I didn't want to pay $75 for a plastic gun. So I just waited. Sure enough, somebody posted one on, like, he had like 6 of them, and he posted them like, you know, one of those best offer type deals. And so I ended up buying that one, and I think I got it like all told like $50, $55, which is okay. I'm comfortable with paying what something cost back when it was new, as long as it's in good shape still now and it works. I'm less comfortable with paying 2 to 3 times for something just because, you know, just because it's old.
PackPick has a question for us.
Okay, what's his question?
What is the panel's opinion on Tootsie Rolls?
The panel's opinion on Tootsie Rolls. Well, I
They
have
hurt
to
my
say,
teeth.
personally, I think Tootsie Rolls are like the equivalent of like candy gold.
I love them. They make them right here in Chicago, so I've gone past the factory so many times.
Does the
So-
air ever smell like Tootsie Rolls?
When you go past her, yes, but I'm way up on the north side, so I'm pretty far away from there. So
Oh, I got you. Do you ever like just go outside and you're just like,
I used to when I was little because my parents' house there was a food flavoring plant and they made butterscotch flavoring, so you'd smell butterscotch during the summer sometimes.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, when I lived in, I used to live on the East Coast. Live in Central New York, and I lived in a place called Oswego, and there was a Hershey chocolate factory. Or no, I'm sorry, heresy. There was a Nestle chocolate factory, like 10 miles away from where I lived, and when the wind would blow in the right direction, you could go outside and you could just smell chocolate. It was great.
That's awesome.
It was really
Nice.
great. But I was always kind of worried that, like, what if it was like, you guys have heard of popcorn lung, right?
No.
People that
No.
work in popcorn factories, the butter, I guess, the synthetic butter or whatever that they use can, like, stick to your lungs and, like, dissolve them.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like pretty
Okay.
heinous. So I was always just a little bit worried. Like I'd go outside and I'd be like, oh my goodness, am I gonna get the chocolate lung? But
What's the black lung?
the black lung is just lined with like,
Chocolate.
a quarter-inch of chocolate. What a way to go!
I think sometimes I can smell the
Yeah.
Mars factory every now and then.
Wow, you
Yeah.
got the Mars factory. You got like Tootsie Roll. Like, what don't you have where you live?
You have a Marco Burgers near you?
Don't have the
All I
stock
got
yard
is-
anymore. Those are long gone.
Drug use where you live must be at like an all-time low. I mean, why shell out money for like pot or crack cocaine when you can just go outside and like, inhale Tootsie Rolls and chocolate?
It's Chicago, so there's everything going on here. But
All right. I don't believe that Red Blaze has weighed in on Tootsie Rolls.
I'll make the Clerks 2 reference saying that they're the Kmart of the candy aisle.
The Kmart of the candy aisle. That's it. You are officially uninvited. Drop.
Hey, did you ever watch Clerks 2?
All right. What about
Yeah.
Fighter Pilot? What's your opinion?
On Tootsie Rolls, they hurt my teeth, so I don't really eat them because they stick to my molars and bug the shit on me.
Ah, okay. Did you say they stick to your molars and bug shit on you?
No, bug the crap out of me, bug me.
Oh, they
Yeah.
bug the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I was like, that's such a weird tangent. Like, Tootsie Rolls stick to my teeth. By the way, bug shit on me. Like, what?
all that extra sugar getting on your molars, the bugs just go up to you and they just start shitting on you.
Well, I did notice that we're going over the original time by about 6 minutes. That said, I know that we kind of started late, so when do you guys want to end tonight's? We can end it now. We can end it in.
10 o'clock sounds good.
You
I'm
you
good.
guys just want to go straight to 10?
I can do it.
I don't know, what time would that be around here?
That would be roughly 24 minutes from now.
All right.
Sounds good.
So apparently, also when you select a broadcast time for your live hangout, it apparently means nothing because I was expecting like there'd be like a hard cut or something where suddenly we'd be live and then we're not broadcasting. But it must just be for the invite because it looks like it lets you go as long as you want until you hit stop broadcast.
Yeah, it's to give people an estimate.
So that's pretty good because I think sometimes when we go to have guests on the show and everything, generally what we should try to do is for the normal show, we should have, I think, a dedicated agenda of what we plan to go through and roughly how much time we're willing to spend in each area before we jump to the next. If we don't get to every area, not the end of the world, but generally speaking, today being the exception, we should try to end the normal shows, I think, on time. But where it might get difficult is when we have special guests. If we have a guest come on, like somebody that's in a band or somebody that works with like a video game company or whatever, and we're doing an interview and folks are really digging it, I don't want to cut them short, So I think we can be flexible when we have like special guests and everything. But for the other ones, try to stick to the time. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a good idea. Keep it consistent, unless we have a guest.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when we
it's-
have Turf on, for example, we're probably going to need to plan on that one being about 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could ask him to give us a brief summary of his entire NES game collection. And 5 hours might be enough.
And the plate got out for him.
Has anybody watched that, by the way? His NES complete NES collection coverage?
No, not yet. I'll check it out though.
I
It's
had
pretty cool.
watched it.
Check it out.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's he definitely gave me a few that I was like, oh wow, I didn't know about the game or I'd forgotten about it. And then I went back and added it to my wish list. So I kind of like it, but at the same time I don't, because my wish list is like almost down to 0. And then I watch another episode of his complete NES review, and suddenly like there's like 10 more things on my wish list. So thank you, Turf. I hate you. It's all good. It's all good. I really dig the folks on VG Collect that are being creative and stuff. Who participated in the Secret Santa?
I didn't, because I don't have a job right now.
Yeah, I didn't know about it, so
Ah,
I was off the site for a few months.
Yeah, I was a part of it.
I remember you did a video of opening up some stuff.
Yeah. I also remember your video.
So yeah, it's kind of hard to miss the bald guy in the Santa hat, right?
And the whole Tiki Turf's intro.
Who here saw my Christmas video last year? Well, I guess not last Christmas, but last July.
The Retron one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who voted against me?
I don't know.
Out of my hangout, out of my hangout, out of my hangout, out of my hangout. Alright, so we covered the opinion on Tootsie Rolls, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we had officially, it was split, right? The panel was actually split. Like, 2 of us think that they're pretty decent, and then the other 2 are like, they think they're like the bane of the existence.
I didn't say that. I just say it hurts my teeth.
I didn't say anything about that.
You said they were like the Kmart of candies or something. So either you're super complimenting Kmart or you're super insulting Tootsie Rolls.
You've got a point.
Like I said, I was making a Clerks reference. That's all.
Ah, okay. All right. I got it.
The whole GoBots.
All right. I will assume then that it means that you were giving Kmart a compliment.
So how do you
I
guys
don't know. There's no Kmarts around me.
No Kmarts. All right. So we had some really good back on the topic of what to do with the show and stuff. We had some really good ideas from folks in the forums about stuff that they were they were looking to see that we could cover. And one of the things I wanted to throw out there is rather than try to fit everything into the show schedule or try to throw away some stuff, I was curious as to what you guys thought about maybe we have different formulas that we just kind of rotate through. I mean, generally, obviously, beginning, middle, end. But what happens in the middle, like whether we do a top 10 or whether we do like game coverage or something like that, I was thinking we could kind of make different templates that incorporate people's different ideas, and we could actually just rotate through them all. So it's not like every week like a top 10 that we have to come up with or something like that, or an interview.
Yeah.
All right, be right back in 1 second.
All right. So that way we could kind of keep the content fresh, but incorporate a lot of people's really good ideas.
Sounds like a good idea.
So, Mr. Nikon, I see that you're almost out of beer.
Yeah, my last beer.
Shit, I knew I forgot something.
See, I'm kind of screwed. I'm a Mormon, so I don't drink. So I have to do all this crap sober. Yeah. So, like most people would do, they do the first half hour of fail, totally drunk, and then the next morning they'd look at it and go, oh my goodness, what a jackass, right? Me, I have to, realize I'm a jackass the entire way through because I'm dead sober.
Yeah, and I'm trying to just be a little bit more healthy with stuff, so then make it drinks for me.
Okay, I was like, before I read the label, I'm like, wow, he's like drinking Pepto-Bismol? All right. That's got to be like the biggest marketing mistake ever of all time, by the way, to make a beverage that actually looks like a container of Pepto-Bismol.
Let me see it.
I would totally believe the one on the right was Pepto.
Yeah, I can see this.
So, all right. Now, another thing, too, that I was going to try to do, but it didn't seem like it worked out too well, I do have a video capture card in my computer. And one of the things that I thought would be really cool that we could do is, and we could even do this as background while like other normal stuff is happening in the show. I thought it'd be really cool if we could have each episode, right? Folks could throw out like a challenge, and depending on what the challenge is, like if it's a game that I have or whatever, I would actually try to achieve the challenge in that episode, right? So somebody could say like, you know, beat the Plutonium boss and Blaster Master, and I would have to like try to figure out how to do it within the showtime. So.
Won't you be pretty distracted with that, though?
Well, I obviously wouldn't be hosting at that point. I'd be doing whatever and we wouldn't do it every episode, but just like one of those things to put in the rotation, right? If somebody else wanted to on-show that episode and somebody wanted to challenge me to like, you know, something like defeat the first Goomba in Super Mario Brothers. It's pretty hard, but I could probably do it.
Or Google like the world's hardest game and play one of those Flash games that are hard. Watch you struggle with it.
Now, I do want to actually, I do want to try one thing. I haven't tried it live. So since we're mostly doing like tech rehearsal type stuff, I might as well try to fire it up. Now I got a few more minutes. I can't capture video because for some reason the video capture part of my computer like tanked just before the hangout. But I should be able to record. I should be able to share my screen. And have any of you guys seen Super Mario Crossover?
No.
Yeah, that game where it's got like all the other 8-bit game characters.
I'm going to load that game up, and I'm going to see if I can actually stream any of that. Because that Fighter Pilot, I think you were the one that mentioned the Flash games, like crappy Flash games. This is definitely a not crappy Flash game.
Yeah, I've played it before. It's pretty good. Haven't played it in a year or so.
Let's see, Super Mario. Let's play Super Mario's Crossover.
So is this going to be on your YouTube page?
This is what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to do a screen share. And I'm going to share the Stupid Mario's Crossover. Oh, by the way, I apologize in advance. For some reason, I love Super Mario Brothers, but every time I say it, I say Stupid Mario Brothers. So, can you guys see my Super Mario?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, I've got Super Mario, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. Well, hang on a sec. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
That's awesome.
Okay.
The NES 30. It was released on the 30th anniversary of the Nintendo Entertainment System. It is a USB and Bluetooth wireless controller.
That's awesome. I didn't get that.
Nice.
Nice.
It is absolutely amazing, and this game is perfect with this controller. If I can use it without being a retard. And again, if any mentally handicapped people are insulted by the fact that I said that they're like me, I apologize. You're better than me, way better than me. Alright. That is not the right kind of USB cable. I'm going to just play it with the controls. And for those of you that haven't seen it, this game is actually really, really cool. should be able to see my game now.
Yeah, I see it.
What's really cool about this is that you can change the maps to anything that you want. You can change the difficulty. They've got different power-up modes.
Now you got to put difficult now on hard.
You can choose all these different characters, so you can actually play Super Mario Brothers as Link, Samus Aran, Jason and Sophia from Blaster Master. You be Ryu Hayabusa, Bill Reiser from Contra. You can even be Mega Man.
I say play as Link. That's my favorite character.
Play as Link? Alright.
Yes.
Let's see. Alright, which Link? I will pick Classic Link.
Yeah, that's a good classic. That's awesome.
Ah!
There you go. Defeated first Goomba. Challenge over.
Really cool is you can actually... Oh,
Okay.
the downward thrust in this is awesome. Unless... Oh, I can't believe I just died. Alright, the only rule is if I'm playing, you guys have to make fun of me.
Okay.
So we just established that I suck playing the game as Link. I'm going to try Sophia from Blaster Master, because I really like that game.
It's kind of cheating with the guns. Now can you beat it without using your gun?
What are you doing, dog? Get down.
What I like about this is you can actually use the Sophia to blast around, and they actually implemented the power-up. So like you notice I can actually, like in real Blaster Master,
That's awesome.
I can actually hover. So it's pretty darn cool. They implemented the entire Mario Brothers in that game.
That's interesting.
So anyway, anybody that has not checked out Super Mario Crossover, you absolutely have to. When you go into level 1, 2, and you play as Bill Reiser, and you have the spread machine gun, and you just start taking out like every brick you can possibly see, there's just something right about that. I can't explain it.
Alright, just one thing that I noticed is that whenever we talk, it'll switch over, so it won't just stay on your screen. So if you're going to do something like that, probably find a way to lock it onto your screen for that.
Well, one of the things that I'm wondering is I noticed down here in the bottom, I'm not sure if other people can do it or if it's just us, but you can actually click on a particular screen and it will jump you to that user exclusively. So I could actually try that on my phone. Maybe I'm the only one that can do that because maybe I'm awesome.
You're the host.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've actually just got like one person up, and apparently the only person who will show is red on my screen.
Alright, so right now, for example, I'm only seeing me even though you were talking. Does everyone else only seeing me even while you're talking?
I'm checking right now the video feed.
As far as I know, no, because I've just been watching the stream the whole time, and it's not doing that.
Okay, Mr. Nikon, what do you see, cameraman?
I see you right now.
Must be a slight delay.
Yeah, and it's changing around to whoever's talking right now. So whoever's talking, they
It is
pop
changing
up.
around to whoever's talking. Okay,
Yeah.
so this must just be a way for me to look at myself. So...
Actually, now that I'm seeing it, it's just locked onto you.
Yeah. It's not moving
Is it?
now. Yeah.
Okay, so now if I do the lock on to me, and then I do the screen share, and I'm just going to screen share just for the heck of it my VG Collect. And if you guys talk and stuff, does it still show my VG Collect, or does it show other... Does it jump away?
Yeah.
Still locked on you.
It's changing for me when someone else starts talking. So
Okay.
It's hard to tell what's the delay.
Interesting.
From my house.
T. Pugmire unfortunately was not able to figure out how to come in. We're gonna have to figure out a way to resolve that next time. But I think ultimately what we can do is we can set up a specific channel just for doing these, and then as long as one of us has a login to that channel, we can fire it up and go live with it. I know there were some folks on the East Coast too that really wanted to participate, but the time's just too late for them, which is totally understandable. I think the best solution to that and the best way to help work within everybody's schedule is to just have it be... What in the world is going on over there?
I was trying to show that it's completely black outside.
Oh, I thought you were like trying to cover your face for some weird ritual or something.
All right, so you guys know we have 6 minutes.
Yep. So, but I was just saying, it might be easier on everybody if there's an East Coast / West Coast version of it.
Yeah, I think that I suggested that we make a YouTube for this.
So now you're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Right. So since we've kind of bumbled our way, I kind of bumbled my way through it. One of the things that we could do is we could try to set up this weekend. We could set up an account just for the show, and then if you want to try to help the folks out on the East Coast with getting something going with that.
Yeah, East Coast should plan this week.
Yeah, I actually have a webcam coming tomorrow, so hopefully I'll actually be able to use my computer for that.
Cool. Awesome. And then obviously, I mean, if they need help, I can try to help them out, but I'm going to be, unfortunately, reasonable East Coast time is prime me at work or me sitting in traffic time out here in California. So earlier times I'm not going to be able to do.
yeah. And I'm
All right, they're saying it's
central.
locking onto you, Dash.
What was that?
They're saying the screen is locking onto you.
Is it?
Yeah, in the chat, that's what they're in the...
Right now I see Red Blaze. I got eyes only for him.
Okay.
So, well, we still definitely have some kinks to work out and everything, but it definitely looks like when this thing works, it's pretty sweet.
So we want to set up the next day, like on Tuesday? Like another test run?
Yeah, we could do a test. You're talking an East Coast test run on Tuesday, or
West Coast. Like, make sure we got it down pat.
Oh yeah, we could definitely. I want to have at least one where we start in on time. We go through an actual we do a dry run of actual content and that sort of thing before we start fully,
Make it official.
Make it official, put it out there. One thing we do have to mention as we're winding down, we do a lot of mentions of VG Collect and that kind of thing. We are not officially associated with VG Collect in terms of we don't represent the admins of the site. We don't represent VG Collect itself. We're simply a group of folks from VG Collect and other video game collection sites that really enjoy the community, and we want to be able to share some of that community with other folks. So we are fans of VG Collect, but we do not directly represent them.
Yes.
Yes.
So
yeah, sort of the official, unofficial podcast.
We're like the fanboys of VG Collect.
So, Dash, next week, what day is best for you to do another run?
Absolutely. Does 8:30 work for folks, or is that...
Yeah, what day? Why not?
You said Tuesday?
Yeah, that works for me.
We could do Tuesday 8:30 to 9:30. That'd be fine with me.
So that'd be 10:30 Central, so that'd be good.
Okay.
Alright, so I just wouldn't be able to join.
That's okay. If you could do us a favor and try to coordinate something with East Coasters, that would be really great. Because we want to make sure that we don't leave those folks out, but it's going to be... I'm not, unfortunately, going to be able to be super active on that one.
And I could go...
I know for me, like, Friday's perfect because no work in the morning.
Yeah, try to
Sweet.
set up the East Coast on Friday next week.
Yeah, in terms of when we broadcast live, honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about the actual time, mainly because people can always go back, and most people are not going to see us live. They're going to go back and watch it after.
Yeah.
So whatever works for folks to get together, do it, and have fun, I would consider that the more important thing. So I'm probably going to focus mainly on the West Coast piece. If you want to try to honcho up the East Coast thing, that'd be great.
Sure.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in and being patient through all the technological mumbo-jumbo and mishaps. We're going to shoot again for Tuesday, another tech run, dry run, from 8:30 to 9:30 Pacific.
Yes. And Red Blaze will try to get the East Coast together.
Yes. Awesome. If you want, we could just keep all the technical details in that VGC podcast thread. Let's just keep it going in there so that we don't gum up the works with a dozen
different topics.
Yeah.
And then I could either do East Coast and West Coast, since Central Time is good for both sides of the country.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be great. Definitely. Anybody that can jump the fence like that, I think, will be helpful. So.
Red Blaze, what's your BGC name again?
Huh?
What's your website name again?
I'm sorry, what are you saying? I'm
What's
having
your,
a little bit of
Your VG Collect name.
What is it?
Red Blaze 57.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah, I try to keep things universal.
All right, guys. This is time, so I'm going to stop the broadcast. I don't think it'll stop the Hangout, so I don't think you guys will drop off immediately, but I do want to let the other folks know that we appreciate all 5 of you that have been watching. Maybe it's even just us, only counted twice. Thank you very much for watching. The first is the worst, so they're only going to get better from here. So have a good night.